A little.
So, all right.
Okay. Hi, Cara. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you? I'm excited to be here.
Yes, I'm excited to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. And I would love to start with you just telling us, like, I know it's a big question, but who are you and what do you do?
Sure. So I run a virtual fitness platform, cgmfit.com. I have been a personal trainer and a fitness instructor. I got certified back in 2005, so quite a while ago. I worked for big box gyms for 15 years till 2019, 2020-ish when the pandemic hit. And when the pandemic hit, that all kind of came to an end. I had no choice but to figure out something else, as I wasn't going to be able to do, the gym thing anymore. They were all closed. My husband and I had just moved into our house and I needed to find a way to make some income. So I started doing everything on Zoom, my one-on-ones, my virtual classes, kind of all of it. I combine group fitness and one-on-one on there. And it kind of just took off from there. I realized how much time was saved not commuting to all these clients' homes and how convenient it was for a lot of people to just wake up, roll out of their pajamas and exercise and not have to drive anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it became a thing. I want to say like 3/4 of the people who started it did stick with it. Of course, I did lose some people, back to gyms opening, and it all comes down to preference. But a lot of people have said that this is so much easier for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know I don't want to get up, especially I live in upstate New York in the middle of winter and drive to a gym in the morning when it's freezing cold
Right.
outside. So yeah,
With the weather and
Yes, I love that you offer them over Zoom. That's so much more convenient, especially we're all busy moms and entrepreneurs, and finding time to even work out sometimes is hard.
Right. Also, I find like a lot of my participants like the access of doing a recording. If they can't make the live class, they can pop on to a recording whenever they want. They're available 24/7, whatever format they want to go back to, because not everybody likes every type of exercise. Some people love barre, some people love Pilates. So I teach all of them, but I don't expect everybody to come to, you got to find the movement that works best for you, that you actually enjoy doing. Because if you don't really want to do it and it becomes like, well, I should work out, then it's not conducive. It's got to be something that you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. And I love that it's not a one size fits all. Like this workout's not going to be for you, maybe, but it will be for somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah. It's never a one size fits all with fitness. I really encourage people to find movement that they want to do and that actually motivates them and they don't feel forced to do. And I think that's the key that gets people up and moving and wanting to work out, is finding the movement they actually love.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. So I would love to dive into a little bit about how fitness and keeping up with moving your body has actually helped your business or your life in general. Like, what does fitness give you?
So for me, well, it's definitely the purpose for me, connecting with so many different people of all ages, of all levels. I love making these connections and just meeting all different types of women in different stages of life. For me personally, I can't get through a day without some kind of exercise. It's not that it's an obsession. It really helps me mentally more than it does physically. If I don't get at least 15 minutes, something, even if I can't do a full blown workout, because I teach 6 days a week on the platform, in the summer, usually 5. Those other 2 days, I need something when I don't teach my class, whether it be a short 10-minute walk or, just a quick workout. Mentally, it calms me down. It keeps me going, keeps me zen. Because I think we all need that with the heaviness of the world right now and everything going on. It's just like an escape mentally.
Yes. Sorry. My mind
I
just
guess
like,
this is resonating. Yeah.
yes. Yes, because okay, I'm gonna get really vulnerable here for a second, but okay.
Yeah.
So like I hate working out. Like I hate working out. And so I just don't do it. And I know I need to
Mhm.
do it more. So what are your tips to like just starting? Like I always feel like if I do anything less than 30 minutes, it's not even worth it. But I
But
yeah.
it is worth it. And that goes back to like when you just said it now, like, I know I need to start. If you're saying I need to, and like, I should, then your brain is going to say, oh no, you really don't want this. It's more about finding something that, like I said, you're actually going to enjoy doing, even if that's just walking for a while until your body might crave something different, something that you're actually going to look forward to. And it is worth it for a half an hour a day, even if you can't get to a full. My workouts are traditionally, when I have one-on-one clients, we do anywhere between 30 to 60 minutes. Most people choose 30 or 45. My classes are all 50 minutes. I just feel like teaching on the platform, since I'm only teaching one class a day, I give a longer type class, but I definitely suggest, if you can't do a full 45-minute workout or 50-minute workout, that you do the 15, 20 minutes until you're able to work up a little more, until you're looking forward to it. You might want to add on some more time.
Mhm. So just kind of playing around with what you like to do, try a few different workouts, see what works for
Yep.
you.
Yeah. And like I said, even if it's a walk for a while, for a couple months, until you feel like, oh, you know what? I'm getting used to this. I've built myself up. Now I can add on maybe 10 minutes of weights, like something that you're really going to enjoy.
I like that because I like to pop in some podcast and go on a nice walk when it's nice here. So
Yeah. What's
yes.
the temperature like there right now?
Right now, I think it's 40 degrees at the moment. We did
Okay.
have
Not
70 last
terrible.
week. It was nice.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
too.
I know it was very
Yeah.
nice. Yes, I tried to
Loved
get
it.
outside during that, but yeah, I like to be outside more. So like doing workouts in the house just kind of bore me.
So you can always do it, like I said, a walk, or just taking your weights. If you get up to that level, take your weights outside and do a workout outside.
Oh yeah, never thought of that. So how can we find time though in our schedule for like with all the things we have to do, it's so much easier just to put off the workout and do all
I
the other
know.
things. Yeah, that's like the thing that always gets dropped for me. It's like I make time, but something comes up and I'm like, oh, that could go.
Right. I know. I think for me, everyone has their way of carving out time. For me personally, I have to write it in a planner the night before. Like, I kind of plan my day, and not to say that things don't get crazy and things have to get canceled. It doesn't always go out as planned, but 60 to 70% of the time, for me, if I plan it the night before and carve out a chunk of time and literally write it in the planner, it holds me accountable to doing it. Also, I found, for me, like on my platform, when people sign up the night before, they tend to commit to actually showing up to the workout. If they say, I'm just going to wait till that morning and I'll sign up last minute right before the class, and if I'm able to do it, I'll do it. 90% of the time, they're not going to do it. It's really signing up the day before and, committing. And I actually have a rule on my platform that you can sign up till whenever you want to, whether it be 1 minute, 2 minutes before the class. But I have a rule that if you do sign up the day before, it's an 8-hour policy. And for some people, that works for them to say, you know what? I'm going to show up. Otherwise, I'm losing my, I'm losing my session.
Yes. Oh, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. We hold you a
Yep.
little more accountable.
Yeah. Definitely the night before thing is the way to go. So it's
Yes.
in your head already.
Yes. I love that. So I've heard mixed things. I'm wondering what your take on it is that strength training is the best. And I've heard cardio, here and there, but you shouldn't rely just on cardio. Like there's so many different things out there. It's so
I
hard
know.
to like be like, what do I do?
I like a mix. And that's how I teach on my platform, a total mix of things. today, for instance, I taught butt and gut. It's a mix of some low impact cardio because I don't like jumping and I don't know how you,
Me
I
neither.
hate it.
Me too.
But I do like to, I feel cardio is very, very important for our hearts. So I do like to get the heart rate up, but I do it without jumping and putting impact on those joints. And then, of course, the strength training as women is huge to help us prevent osteoporosis, osteopenia. We need that for our muscles. So I am a big pusher of doing both, but you don't have to do them both every day. Maybe you mix it up. Monday, I'm going to go for a walk and do cardio. Tuesday, I'm going to get some strength in. I also do Pilates and barre. So you don't always have to do heavy weights. Maybe you want to do light weights one day, but some weight training in there is very, very important for our bodies. So I like both things.
I like that you don't like jumping. That's mostly why I hate
Right.
cardio. I'm like, I don't want to jump or do jumping jacks or those jump
No.
squats. No, thank you.
So I do so I have to say in my warm-ups, I'll throw some jumping jacks in, but I always give like a low impact option that will tap the foot instead of jumping off the floor. I don't know if you hear that, but we have construction going on. Can you hear that in your Zoom right now, or is it
I
okay?
can't. No, I can't hear
Oh,
it.
good.
So
Okay. Yeah. So we're actually building out a studio.
Oh,
Because
awesome.
right now I've been giving classes in the living room. And since we moved in here in 2020, we don't have a living room. It's the whole space has been me giving classes and training my clients, and we need a living room. So he's building the studio right now as we speak.
Oh. Well, congratulations. That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
it's also true that you kind of just got to make your space work for you. Like if you're going to work out at home, you got to clear that little corner in your bedroom or something to make it
Yes.
yours, or your whole living room as you did.
It's for me, like, because I'm teaching, I need more space. But for the participants, like they've asked me, how much space do I need? A ton of space. I have people that do it in a little city apartment, and they're a studio apartment in a city, and they're fine. I actually don't require for my workouts a ton of space. Yes, you need equipment, but basics, weights, mat. I do use little props like mini bands or Pilates balls, but everything that's pretty, like, you can get everything, all the little props for less than $25. So it's worth it to have those options.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'd like to turn this a little more towards the business side.
Yeah.
So I know taking care of our bodies is important. And if we don't take care of ourselves, I do feel like everything else then starts to suffer. So incorporating, I guess, fitness with your business, how can we kind of like merge them together to help our mindset be like, this is just as important as working on my business today?
Wait, so the question is, how do we merge the fitness and the business? Repeat the question.
Yeah, sorry, I said that kind of weird.
Okay.
So I'm always excited to like work on my business, but I need to also have that mindset of like working on my body also helps my business because they're connected.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you put that thought out there that, it definitely does help to get in that exercise to motivate you more, to work on anything, not even just business, but anything. I feel more motivated as the day goes on. And that's another way that you can think about it. Like when you said before, oh, I'll just do the other stuff and leave the workout, till later. If you just commit the 20 to 30 minutes a day, you're probably going to be more open to doing more stuff for the business. You'll feel better. You'll get things done more efficiently. So it might seem like, oh, I can get something else done in those 20, but chances are you'll get double the amount of stuff done if you had done the 20 minutes of exercise. It just helps to regulate our brains and help us be more efficient in our businesses. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, I love thinking of it like that. If I do this 20 minutes of this workout or go for a walk, then my brain is going to be able to focus more on those tasks I have to do in my business.
Yes.
I love that. Yes.
Definitely.
So I'm curious, do you have any like favorite like mindset fitness books or anything that you recommend to your clients? I'm a big reader, so I love to ask about books.
I've definitely read, so there is, I like the woo-woo kind of stuff, and
Me
not
too.
everyone is big into this, but I have actually, I don't want to say it's a book, but I have been following this YouTube channel, and there's books about it for sure. It's called, I don't know if you've heard of this, EFT
Yes.
tapping.
Yes, I
You've
have.
heard of it?
Hmm.
Emotional freedom technique.
Yes.
There's definitely books about it. I have incorporated, just like you were saying with the giving the 20 minutes to exercise, I felt like I needed more of a mental workout. So I have been incorporating 15 to 20 minutes of this a day. It's almost like a meditation, but not. You're tapping different meridians of your body, like your here or the top of your head or your forehead, and you're saying affirmations, kind of getting rid of the junk that you don't need and bringing in what you do need, and the universe will respond. They've done studies on it that it truly works. For me, it's been definitely helping me to like reset my mindset on things, because we tend, especially working at home, we all tend to start getting a little negative, like when stuff goes wrong.
Yes.
This helps to pull me out of the negative. So I definitely suggest, books on that, the EFT tapping. I follow the Vita Bonita. She is great on YouTube, and she has a 30-day free tapping challenge, and it's helped me immensely. It's crazy. I wish she had a book, but I don't think she does. But there's books out there on this.
Yes. I love that. Also, fitness is not just for your body, but like you said, like working your mind too, which is very
Yes.
important. My son,
Mhm.
actually, he has really bad anxiety, and his counselor does EFT tapping with him, and it has helped.
Really?
Yeah, it's helped him so much. So yeah, we do that here. So,
Wow. Okay. So does he go and actually like do it with her, or
mhm.
she gives him the techniques and he does it at home on his own?
Both actually. Yeah, they'll do it in their session,
Cool.
and then he'll do it at home when he starts to feel an anxiety attack coming on. So yeah, it's really
I
helped.
I was telling you in the beginning of today that the viewers didn't hear this, but for the first time in a while, I had a problem on my Zoom this morning. There was a delay, the participants were getting a delay, and I just was starting to get, I have to actually tap after this, because I woke up feeling great, and something like that can like really set you off the rest of the day. And I am a thinker, so I tend to keep going back to it and say, oh my God, like, are they still thinking about it? Chances are they're not.
Probably not.
Chances are they're not, but the EFT tapping helps to pull me out of that, because I know if I don't do it after this, I'm going to keep going back to it all day, and I need to like reset my mind for
Mhm.
sure. And that helps me.
Yes. That's what I actually love about your programs, because I saw today you actually had a workout and then a Kundalini breathing session. So
Yeah.
it's not only your physical body, but your emotional and mental body too.
You know, it was so interesting. So I love that kind of stuff, but I think it kind of shows us as a society where we are with like mental versus physical. I wish more people would take care of their mental health more. So I had about 18 people show to class, and we did the my workout, and I want to say half of them left when we got to the Kundalini breathing. And I feel like, I just, and the people who stayed, they felt the difference at the end. But people don't want to like give the mental workouts a chance. And I feel like it is so, so, so important. It
Mhm.
really is. It's half the battle.
Yeah. Yeah. Take care of the whole body, not just a piece of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But it made me kind of sad. I'm like, oh man, like people just don't care about the mental as much. Like,
Mhm.
or it's just a thing in their heads that they want to look good. And then if they don't do that last 10 minutes of the workout, it's like, oh, well, it's just breathing, but it's not. It's about the mental.
Mhm. Yes. You have to be in the right mindset to
Yep.
get your physical body in order too.
Absolutely. It's all tied in together.
Mhm. Yes, 100%. So, since I'm very big into podcasts, do you have a favorite podcast?
I listen a lot, and I was actually a guest on her podcast on Samantha's West. I met her on a Hey Mama entrepreneur group that I'm part of. And I really, really enjoy her podcasts. They're very like she has different guests on each week that a lot of different business owners, but she's just got a very natural way about her podcast that it's like more of a conversation, which this is the vibe that I'm getting with you today. I don't like the type of podcasts that are so interviewee that you're not talking about anything else but question A, question B, question C. It's nice to be able to convert. So I love hers. There's also like a Bachelor. I'm a big fan of the Bachelor show. So there's a big like Bachelor podcast, and I also enjoy that as well.
I feel like I'm the only person who's never seen one episode of The Bachelor.
Oh my God, I love it. It's my guilty pleasure reality show.
We all have to have that.
They just finished out the March one and they're not coming back until July, which makes me, that's so long to wait.
So we all need a guilty pleasure though.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on today. I love this conversation and you have really helped me rethink a few things about working out and moving my body.
Oh, good.
Yes, thank you so much. And I know more people are going to want to connect with you. So how can we do that?
Sure. So they can find me either, well, I'll give you my website address, which is www.cgmfit.com. And through the website, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. It's linked directly on the website. And there's a contact form on there if you want to send me an email. So that's really the best way, is to just go straight to the site.
I will make sure that that is in the show notes. So
thank you.
Yes. Thank you again. This has been a great conversation.
I had so much fun. I want to thank you for having me as a guest, and I would definitely love to do it again in the future.
Yes, of course.